Alright, so it just dawned on me that I'll probably be saying moment of truth a lot throughout the rest of the build because holy shit is kind of where my head's at. So I dropped this guy into the case and nothing is screwed down with any sort of sincerity because it's just a test form fit. Once it all does get screwed down a bit more, all these guys, I expect everything to move back accordingly, at least some small amount. And that matters because the glass, plexiglass, is going to be going across the face right here. It's got to be farther out than this. This whole thing swivels, and it will swivel ongoing. That's how it's designed. If you're interested in this pump and reservoir, Daz Mode up in Canada did a great review of it. Really good review. He's got a lot of good information on his site, on his YouTube channel. So definitely check it out. Daz Mode, D-A-Z Mode. Hard to understand, but when you can understand him, it's very valuable information. So this is kind of the money shot. Let's get this, just trying to get the pump flush with the radiator. And you know, I think I'm going to clear it by 1 or 2 millimeters down here. Oops, let me get this back up there. Oh, it's going to be so close. Maybe just 1 millimeter. But once this gets all tightened down, it should pull it back towards the case by 1 millimeter, optimistically at least. And hopefully the plexi will fit. One thing I want to mention, had a bit of trouble screwing in all the screws. Some of the holes did not line up. Some of the mounting points on the radiator shield itself were kind of bent in, presumably from the shipping. I'll probably end up pulling those tabs out. Might be able to see on the back side somewhere, yeah, these things. So that's all. Those are all the mounting points down the height of it. There's several of them, and on the other side they're actually pushed in visibly towards the feathered radiator itself. So that kind of distorted the line that the screws were taking, had some trouble getting it in, and the reason I'm telling you all of this is because just my basic attempts to form fit on this test probably scratched up some of the paint around the mounting stuff. So I guess it's just assumed if you've done this stuff before, you know, if you've used it, chances are it's going to show, because the fans, I don't know if maybe the fans are not oriented correctly. I did skip a couple of the screws, so that might be an issue. I guess I'm going to have to remount this with a bit more sincerity, certainly to test these screw lengths once I chop them off with the hacksaw, but I think I am going to need to do another test, form test, to make sure that all of these fans and fan covers are in the right orientation respective to each other. And yeah, I'm going to be hacking off these tabs for the 140 mounts. Really happy I don't have to deal with multiple brackets in the same location. Yeah, so short version is it works. This is one of my main ports. These are the 2 main ports in the whole loop for the water. So I'm just now starting to see some of the spacing, and it's gonna get interesting, folks. Wish me luck. What's next? Maybe the power? I don't... Sure, let's do power. Let's see what it looks like in the light. Nice. I'm going to paint this whole thing. Looks good. Maybe it'll turn on. Came in a goddamn crushed velvet pouch, so it better. And I just trust that all of the cables I will need are in there. So let's see about getting going. Hey, just a quick note on installing the PSU if you're going to be following this exact build. You're probably going to want to install this front plate first, and then this screw on the back bracket. Leave this one unscrewed, rotate it back like that, slide your PSU in. It's got a little, well, you can just rest it against the case, and then screw this last one in. Dirt. It's coming together.